Dacharan. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavasha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahigana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahigan Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitascha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा so welcome everyone second class this year so we are doing chapter 4 so we have completed almost the division 1 of it. Just do a quick revision and then we'll start the next section. So the first section was transcendental knowledge about Krishna 1 to 10. So let's see these famous verses. 4.6. Gariba Mataji, you're on the top of my screen.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, in the last verse, 4.5, we discussed that many births, both Krishna and we have taken, but we have forgot all the births and Krishna remembers everything. And in this shloka, it is 4.6. Although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. In this shloka, we have done why Krishna knows everything, and there are three qualities why he knows everything. In the shloka, it was Aja, Avyatma, and Bhuta Atma Ishvaro. Aja means unborn. His body and soul both are Aja, but our soul is Aja, not our body. Same with the Avyatma, imperishable. Krishna's soul and body is imperishable, but our soul is imperishable, but body is not. And Bhutatma Ishro, Lord of all the living entities. Krishna is Lord of living entities. And next word was Sambhaya, that he manifested Atma Maya, that is by my internal energy.
Mhm. Anything else, Mataji?
Prabhuji.
Okay, no, that's very good, Mataji, what you have said. So, Sambhavami, as you're saying, he is manifesting himself through Atmaya. What's the difference between Jiva and Krishna here? Do we manifest ourselves?
No.
No. We are just thrown into that material existence. Based on our karma, we get a particular family, particular body, and whatever these things. But Krishna is always Atmaya. Any examples someone can give? Krishna is manifesting himself through Atmaya, but we are not. So we are very, very clear. Can anyone give examples of Krishna? When Krishna comes, he also cries. Lord Ram came, he was crying. Krishna also sometimes cries, he steals. Silent Prabhu. How do you say Krishna is Atmaya? Why is he crying? Why is he stealing? He gets hungry. He gets thirsty. He's looking for Mother Yashoda. He's looking for his friends. Just like us, we also get hungry. We steal some time. So what's the difference? Why it said in this verse, I create or I manifest myself through Atmaya.
Is like all the activities Lord Krishna does is transcendental in chapter 9. He says Janma Karma Chame Divyam. So it's all transcendental, and also one thing is he just wanted to associate with devotees and have the loving exchange and enjoy the loving exchange with the devotees.
I can also say I'm also here to enjoy loving exchanges with my devotees. Sorry, people make these sort of claims, so we should know the answer. How do we prove that Krishna is not one of us? There's one important point. Anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhu Krishna does miraculous things, like he lifts the Govardhan hill, then
Yes,
he kills demons,
yes.
um, which is only possible by Krishna. Nobody else can do that.
Absolutely. So, although he may appear like a small baby, small child, getting hungry, stealing, going here and there, growing old, he's getting, big shikha and all those things. At the same time, he is God all the time. When he was 6 days old, he could kill Putana. When he was 100 days old, he could killed Trinavarth, for example. Huh? And then he can lift Govardhan at the age of 7. He can dance on the hoods of Kalia. He was only like 5 or 6. How many of us can dance at the age of 5 and 6? What to speak of 5 and 6? Even now, if someone names a snake is in your room, everyone will be looking around. Amrit Prabhu already looking. Where is the snake? We get scared. I get scared, huh? But Krishna is not like that. So although he shows that he's one of us, but he's not one of us. Because he can manifest his godly quality anytime. And in Vrindavan is the one specialty also. He never used any weapon to kill any demons. Huh? Just by sucking someone's breast or just by his fist, by his slap, by using his both arms, he could kill all these powerful demons. It says all these demons which we hear in Krishna Lila book, they were actually extremely powerful. Duryodhan and all those which participated in Mahabharata war, they were nothing in front of Bakasura and Sakatasura and Tranabad. They were so highly powered demon that even Indra could not do anything. There is a Gara Samhita story about these demons. These demons were extremely powerful, and it's also mentioned sometime when Lord Shiva also struggled to kill them. And Krishna killed them without the use of any weapon. So that's a speciality of Krishna. Now, Krishna doesn't want to be popular. Krishna made Arjun very popular. Although he himself killed the demons which were more powerful than the demons participated in Mahabharata war. So Krishna is like that. So that's why Krishna is always present with his Atmaya. Okay, thank you, Gariba Mataji. And these are the reasons why. And the third reason, Bhutanam Ishwaropism. So all the first two reasons are common between soul, common one of us, and Krishna. But the third one is only applicable to Krishna. He is Bhutanam Ishwaropisan. He is the Lord of all the Bhutas, all the Jivas. We are not Lord of all the Jivas. We are not even Lord of our own body completely. We don't know what's happening inside body many, many times. Huh? Okay, thank you, Mataji. Let's go to text 7. Who wants to do this famous one? Meera Mataji, would you like to try?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, so last week we learned that definitely this is a very famous shloka where it says that whenever there is a decline in religious activity and there is a lot of bad things that happen, that's when Krishna comes to save the devotees. And then you asked, why does he come to save the devotees? And that's because of Krishna's Krishna loves all his devotees and he would do anything and everything to protect them.
Very good. Anything else, Mataji, you want to add? What's the relationship between 4.6 and 4.7? That's my first question. So from 4.6 to 4.7.
Can you go back to 4.6?
Yes, Mataji, I can go back. So this is 4.6, which you just did. Ajopisan Abhyatma Bhutanam Ishwaropisan. So what's the relation between this verse and the next verse? So in this verse, Krishna is explaining how he comes. So basically how he comes through Atmaya. So he's completely God all the time, not like he has to grow old to become God. He's God all the time, whether in Lord Ram, Nrsingadev, Krishna, any those sort of incarnations you take, Krishna is God all the time. Now he's saying, okay, how I come, and then here it says 4.7, why I come. So why I come? How many reasons are given here? Three reasons are given. Yada yada hi adha. So dharmasya glanir, that's one reason. Abhyuthana madar. No, sorry, this is not 4.8. This is 4.7. So it says when dharma glani happens, then I come to reestablish dharma. What do you mean by dharma glani? We discussed word dharma last week. Who can tell me different meanings of dharma? Supriya Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sorry, I can't hear you, Mataji. It's very difficult, Mataji. Maybe some internet connection.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji, I can hear you.
One is body.
Or it's gone again, Mata. Very low. Maybe we can go to the next one and you can correct your internet connection. Ira Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, we were discussing about two types of dharmas. One is swadharma or apara dharma or de dharma, which is when one is doing their own prescribed duties, and the other one is para dharma, and that is also known as Sanatan dharma or Bhagavad dharma, and that is the constitutional position of the soul where he has to serve the Lord.
Yep. Anything else on this, Mataji?
So
This is correct? More.
as per this shloka, they're talking about the swadharma, when
Yeah.
one is not doing their swadharma, and
So dharma glani refers to swadharma. So basically, when the social arrangements are disrupted because people are not able to follow their swadharma nicely. Now, Sanatan dharma, glani, is it possible?
no.
Not possible. Sanatan dharma is the eternal dharma. What do you mean by word by dharma? So dharma also multiple meanings. In this context, dharma, as Mataji said, has two meanings, and there can be possible third meaning of this dharma as well. Anyone knows a third meaning? Amrit Prabhu. So two
So
meanings are correct. Yeah.
uh,
Third.
dharma of like the body, then the mind, and etc. etc. All these dharmas. In the Swadharma, there are different kinds of dharmas.
No. I'm not talking subcategories, Prabhu, just on top. So we
Oh,
have, as Mataji said, apara dharma or swadharma, deha dharma, and we have sanatan dharma. So dharma, sanatan dharma. What's the third one?
Bhagavad Dharma, no, that's
Bhagavad Dharma
Paradharma.
is Sanatan Dharma. That's Paradharma, Sanatan Dharma, Bhagavad Dharma, whatever you call it. So that is completely established. There's nothing can move there. What's the third one? In between these two, from Swadharma to Sanatana, what leads us from Swadharma to Sanatana is our Sadhana Dharma. So it's again a transitional stage. Transitional dharma is from Swadharma. Swadharma means you're completely engrossed in the material concept of life. And Sanatan Dharma is completely transcendental. So what takes you from Sadharma to Sanatan Dharma is the Bhakti Sadhana Dharma. Now Bhakti itself is Sanatan. Bhakti is not a transitory stage. But sadhana dharma, why it's calling transitory stage? Because at the moment, do we get fully concentrated in chanting Hare Krishna? Do we get fully absorbed while reading Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita? When it comes to cricket match, nice movie, yes, no problem, 3 hours. When reading Bhagavatam for 3 hours, is it easy? No. Chanting 16 rounds is difficult, 64 is too difficult, huh? All doing this sadhana dharma. So we are trying to do something which we are not inclined at this stage, right? And we're trying to churn something, huh? थोड़ा सा घी निकालने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं. We're trying to take some ghee out of all this, huh? So although our mind may be very restless, our buddhi may be restless, but still trying to sit down, chant, read, do some seva for Krishna, huh? So, and hopefully this will revive our Sanatan Dharma in future, right? So this is called transitory dharma, huh? A transitory state which we are taking from Swadharma to Sanatan Dharma. Yes, Meera Mataji.
Prabhu, wouldn't the Bhakti Dharma, Sanatan Dharma be the same as the
Sadhana Dharma Mata. So
Sadhana
Sadhana
Dharma?
Dharma, what we are talking, which is our prescribed duties given by our seniors, so Srila Prabhupada, which will take us on the transcendental platform.
Then what is Sanatan Dharma if that is not that?
Sanatan, you're perfectly situated. Like gopis are not struggling to focus their mind on Krishna. We are struggling, at least I am struggling. Gopis are completely transcendental platform, pure devotees of Krishna. They don't get any other distractive thoughts. We get, right? We do so
So,
many activities to focus
More
By
like
force.
work in progress.
Work in progress. That's right, Mataji. So one you can say a very green mango, one you can say a ripe mango, and one in between. So we are in between that. But good part is we are trying to walk on that path, which will lead to perfection. By devotees' mercy, one day will be perfect. And we'll be following Sanatana Dharma. Like Brajavasis, they're all following Sanatana Dharma. They don't have to look into their diary. They don't have to fill up their sadhana card. No one will ask them, आज chanting हो गया? नहीं, अभी 12 rounds बाकी है. So no one is asking them. So they are perfectly situated in that dharma. And all the jivas by nature, we are also situated. Okay, now dharma is a bigger word. We'll just leave our discussion there. Okay, go to number 8. Who's next one? Sulekha Mataji, if you're there, I can see nice Krishna picture there. Okay, maybe not. I'll go to the Sarupni Kalindi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Paritranaya sadhunam
Mata, just the translation and some major points.
To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. So the main things in this, Krishna is giving like 3 major reasons for his appearance, which is first to deliver the pious, that is Paritranaya Sadhunam. Second, to annihilate the miscreants, that is Vinashaya Chadushkritam. Third is to re-establish the principles of religion, that is Dharma. That is Dharma Samspanathaya. And he is saying like Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, like I appear millennium after millennium. So what we discussed last in class, like why Krishna himself is doing everything, because he can also empower the devotees to do all these things. So this is like the main reason we discuss is the love for the devotees, because all the devotees are longing for him. So when he comes and like do this lila, it is for the fulfillment of the desires of the devotees as well.
As well as Krishna's desire. Krishna also likes to reciprocate with his devotees. So Krishna is also hungry to serve his devotees. Devotees are also hungry to serve Krishna. So both are serving each other. That's why it's a relationship of love, not exploitation. Okay. Anything else, Mataji? Okay, Giriraj Prabhu, can you add on top of what Mataji explained? She's she's stopping for a reason so that Prabhu can support. What other things we read in this particular verse last week?
Prabhuji, we also talk about the punishment. Punishment is also mercy. That how Krishna deliver.
Okay, Vinashaya Duskritam. Okay, yep, that's the one. What's the specific name, Prabhu?
Krishna is the primeval God. Like Prabhupada has explained in the purport that Prabhupada has explained about Krishna is the fountainhead of the avatars.
Yes, this is what I was coming down to. What are the 6 types of avatars? That's what I was looking forward to.
Purusha avatars.
Yep, so it's written here. If you can just quickly explain, Prabhuji, one line each. Purusha avatar, Guna avatar. So I've just highlighted on the screen. Leela avatar, Shakta Vesha avatar, Manvantar avatar, Yuga avatar.
Prabhuji, Guna.
So Purusha. We start from Purusha. So there are 3 Purusha avatar, if you remember.
Purusha is the creator, right? The Garbhodaya Vishnu.
Yes, so first one is, so first Purusha avatar in the material world, Krishna takes as Mahavishnu or Karanodakashayi Vishnu. So you can remember. So Karan Karana, Karanodakashayi. So Shai there. Karan Karana, where he's lying basically. So Karan Karana, that is Karanodakashayi Vishnu or Mahavishnu. You see a picture, and this is from his pores. All the universes are coming out. That Karanodakashayi Vishnu. He's lying down on the surface, you can say. And then from his pores, basically what comes out? Brahmanda is coming out. The universes are coming. Then he expanded himself as within Brahmanda. What do you call that? That's a Garbhodakashayi. Garbh mein shayan karte hain. So that Krishna who shayan, lete hue hain, not like our shayan, in Garbha of the each Brahmanda. So initially he says Mahavishnu is the soul of the whole material creation, and Garbhodakshai Vishnu is the soul of Anda, Brahmanda. So each Brahmanda has a soul. What is that soul? Garbhodakshai Vishnu. And third type of soul is Shirodakashai Vishnu, is the soul of all the jivas like you and me. Every jiva has an expansion of the same Vishnu. It's called Shirodakashai Vishnu. What's the difference between these three? Besides where they reside, what's the difference?
Prabhuji, is Krishna's energy that's
This is Vishnu Tattva. It's pure Vishnu Tattva. They're all pure Vishnu. No doubt in that. What's the difference? That's my question. Where is our Ayush Prabhu?
So, Prabhu,
Oh, sorry,
Mahavishnu.
he's hiding in the camera. Yes,
Sorry.
Prabhu.
Yeah,
No problem.
Mahavishnu is so basically he is Sarva Karana Karanam in terms of creation. From him, all the universe is expanded. Then personally, he goes into each universe as Garbhodakshay Vishnu, from which Brahma comes, and then Shirodakshay Vishnu is personally present in each and every jiva as Paramatma, and he also resides in Shweta Dvipa, which is the spiritual part in the material world.
Good. So in terms of role, they are different. In terms of tattva, they are not. Huh? That's what I was trying to distinguish. They are tattva-wise, they are Vishnu, no doubt. They're all same Vishnu. But in terms of role, Shirodakashai role is, what's the role? As Ayush Prabhu just said, anyone can repeat? What's the role of Shirodakashai Vishnu or Paramatma, also we call it? Is to live
He is in the
inside
heart.
each living entity and guide him if he is seeking some guidance, right? He's like a judge, as Prabhupada said. And the second one is Garbhodakashai Vishnu. He's looking after the Garbha, Brahmanda. He's not going outside of Brahmanda. And third one, we're talking in the series is Mahavishnu or Karanodakashai. He's working on a whole material creation level, not just on a universal level. So in terms of role, they are different, although tattva-wise, they're all same. Okay, let's move forward. Gunavatar. What is Gunavatar? Someone else can say. Sridhar Srinivas Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
There is a Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara.
Yeah.
They
Why
are
they call Gunavatar?
Sattva, Rajo, Tamo Gunas.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Very easy one. Leela Avatar. Sarvajiveshwari Mataji. What's Leela Avatar? Very simple question. Okay, I'm not sure she's there. Sushant Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Leela
Krishna.
avatars are those avatars who, like Krishna, Ram, they do pastimes. So they come from their own will, not forced, like us coming down. Our parents
Absolutely.
come down.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah.
So they
So
just come
basic.
down.
They come for Leela. And Leela is one which is not forced. He does it automatically for his pleasure. Okay. Shakti Avesh Avatar. This is a nice one. Shakti Avesh. Avesh is to give. Shakti, to give a lot of Shakti. So the Shakti Avesh Avatar. Any examples anyone can remember? Tunga Vidya Mataji. Okay, sorry, someone said.
Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada. Very good. More.
Hanuman.
Parashuram.
Parashuram, thank you. And four Kumaras are also, Prathu Maharaj are also known as Shakti Avesh Avatar. There are many examples. Okay. Manvantar Avatar, which comes in each Manu, basically. Manvantar. So when Manu is changing, the different Manvantar Avatar will come. There are a lot of overlaps as well, so don't think the one type of avatar cannot perform the action of another type of avatar. Many times, each incarnation will perform multiple pastimes. Yuga avatar, they come to establish Yuga Dharma. Like Sankirtan Yajna is the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga. Who came to establish this Dharma? So everyone knows that.
Mahaprabhu.
Mahaprabhu came, right? Now, Mahaprabhu is not just a Yuga avatar, he's a lot more than that, but in this sense, he's also a Yuga avatar. He's performing that Yuga Dharma, establishing that Yuga Dharma. Okay, I think that's about it.
Sorry, Prabhu, just one quick doubt.
Ayush Prabhu.
Manvantar avatar is referring to the Manus or the incarnations that come during their period?
So, incarnation which come during their period.
Could you give an example just to help me out?
Prabhu, if I'm not wrong, in the 8th canto, when the Lord Hari came to save Gajendra, I think that's a Manvantar avatar.
Okay.
Because that's changing of Manu when that avatar is coming. So that avatar will only come once and does his job and then go back.
Okay.
Like to save Gajendra, Lord came only for some seconds and then went away, right? And that's it. There's no other pastime you will see for that particular. For Dhruv Maharaj also, when Lord came to give darshan, he came, gave darshan, and then went away. It says that Lord name is Prashni Garbha Hari. So the mother was Prashni, Mother Prashni. So they come, do the job, and then go away.
And Prabhu, for like Narsinga Dev,
Yeah.
is he also Manvantara avatar? He comes recurring. Like,
Ah, Narsinga Dev, which category he? I would say he's in Leela Avatar, Prabhu.
yeah,
He
even
does his Leela. Yeah.
So he comes like every yuga. He is not fixed to just one.
Yes, it says in Satyuga Narsingadev comes, but when Narsingadev comes, there's a variation. Different Purana says, Prabhu, that he comes in different ways. Like in this pastime, which majorly we read in Srimad Bhagavatam, he came from a pillar. In another pastime is described, I think in Narsinga Purana described, he came from Agni. The way he appears, the way he leaves, those things will vary. But yeah, he does appear in Satyuga.
Thank you.
But Swayam Bhagwan Krishna only comes once in a day of Brahma. Otherwise, all the avatars will come as per their schedule. But Krishna will come. You know when Krishna comes, Rajesh Prabhu? Once in a day of Brahma? What's the exact time when Krishna comes? Yeah.
711 to 28 millenniums for you.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. So this is what it is. Is that okay, Ayush Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Rajesh Prabhuji.
Yeah. What about Kapila?
Yeah, Kapil is also known as Shakti-Avesh avatar. Vyasadeva is also known as Shakti-Avesh avatar. But it says this Vyasadeva, like our Vyasadeva, which just appeared 5,000 ago, he is incarnation of Krishna. But otherwise, Vyasadeva is also a Shakti-Avesh avatar. A Jiva, which is very, very empowered by the Lord. But they are very special Jivas. Huh? So it's not like anyone will not be empowered. Like only, like, okay, Narendra Modi, for example, is empowered by Indian government. Why? He's a special person. Huh? You cannot say, okay, make me a prime minister. You have to become eligible for that. Okay, someone else was saying something? Okay. If no more, let's...
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hey. Could you hear me?
Yes, Mataji, I can hear you. Yes.
Matsya avatar is Manvantar avatar.
I can't remember, Mata. I don't want to, block that in a
Okay.
particular word. Yeah, there's a whole science. I've read it in the past, but at this moment, I can't remember which is example of which one.
Oh, okay, Prabhu.
But they
Thank
are
you.
Lord Vishnu's direct incarnation, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank
Okay, so let's... Yes, someone else?
Matsya avatar is Leela avatar.
Matsya Avatar is Leela Avatar. Yeah. I think most of the avatar will fit in this category, like Aish Prabhu was asking about Narsingadev, because they are doing some Leela Avatar. But as I said, there are overlaps as well. So one avatar may cover 3 or 4 categories at the same time. Okay, let's go to text 9. It's very, very important verse. I heard in a class one time Prabhupada actually asked, which is the most important verse in Bhagavad Gita? And generally, when you come to ISKCON, which is the first verse you learn? Generally. Which is the first verse?
Sarvadharma Tyajamam Ekam Sharanam.
1866. Everyone knows that verse. And if you come in ISKCON and start reading Bhagavad Gita, that's the first verse you learn. So the devotee said, Prabhupada, 1866 the best verse of Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada said, no. Then he asked other devotees. So the devotees, what are the other important verses of Bhagavad Gita? Ram Santosh Prabhu. Besides 1866.
Like Dehi Smita.
Okay. But yeah, more popular. Very, very, even kids know that verse. Every kid in every householder's place, kid will know that verse.
Yada yada hi dharmasya.
Oh, that is B.R. Chopra's verse.
Patram Pushpam Prabhu, that's what I
Patram
suppose.
Pushpam, thank you. Krishna Vallabha Mata. Patram Pushpam Param Toyam. Every kid know that verse, huh? Because mothers and fathers are teaching to offer. So Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So devotee said, Prabhupada 926 is the most important. Prabhupada said no. Other verses of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna Vallabha Mata. 1866 हो गया, 926 हो गया, और
10.8 Aham Sarva.
This is not very popular. When you come to reading Bhagavad Gita, you get it, but it's not very popular outside. More.
2.7.
2.7. You're a devotee, Prabhu. I'm seeking popular verses.
15.7.
15 points in Natadhasite Surya Napavaka. Not really. More.
Maybe
Mame
first
Vanshu
verse.
Jivloke.
18, huh?
Mame Vanshu Jivloke.
15.7. Yeah, Mame Vanchu Jeev Loke Jeev Bhuta Sanatana. That one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, more. 1865 is very, very popular. 1865 matches with another verse in Bhagavad Gita. Who can say? Aish Prabhu. Quick one.
Prabhu, I'm just struggling to remember. I was telling Amrit Prabhu that only Man Mana Bhava Mad
934.
Bhakto Mad Yaji Mam
Yes, so
Namaskuru.
1865 matches with 934.
934.
2/3 of the verse is exactly same. So this is also a very popular verse. It's considered the gist of Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada said no. 1865 rejected, 926 rejected, 1866 rejected. And Prabhupada said 4.9 is the most important verse of Bhagavad Gita. Huh? So this Prabhupada said, now this is not a frozen statement. It says in another class I heard that one time this devotee who heard from this conversation from Prabhupada, he mentioned that Prabhupada had different ideas. But anyway, in some conversation, Prabhupada has quoted 4.9 so many times. He has not quoted 4.7 and 8 so much. Now, outside ISKCON or Gaudiya Vaishnava, you'll say 4.7 and 8 been quoted a lot. Everyone knows 247 and 4.7 and 8. Everyone knows that. But 4.9, anyone knew this verse before coming to ISKCON? I didn't know this. Right? So only after coming to ISKCON, and so Prabhupada said this is the most important verse, because if you know this, what will happen is very, very important to all of us. Now, if you look at 4.6 and 7, let's put that here. 4.7 and 8, incorporate. What's the important word in both of them? 4.7 and 4.8. Krishna is coming for what? Dharma Sansthapanarthaya. 4.7, 4. Dharma Sansthapanarthaya. Krishna is coming to reestablish dharma. Now, just imagine, okay, this is the purpose. We understand Krishna's appearance purpose is to dharma sansthapanarthaya. No problem with that. Now, what is the purpose of dharma sanstapana? Amrit Prabhu, you understand my question? So in this is very clear. Yada paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya duskritam dharma sanstapana. I come here to establish dharma.
Yeah.
Clear? What is the purpose of that?
So that
The
one
second layer I'm
can,
asking.
yeah, one can surrender all dharmas unto Krishna's lotus feet.
Okay, so the purpose of Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Nayati Mameti Sojana Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Nayati Mameti So, to go back to Krishna. Isn't it? Dharma Sanstapana does not just mean when Krishna does Dharma Sanstapana, everything is, Ram Rajya, and then I'm enjoying here, and Krishna, you enjoy there. Krishna, you don't interrupt in my life, I don't interrupt in your life. Huh? So, maje mein, sab kuch maje mein. One of the reasons Kunti Maharani is saying why this material world is designed in such a way so that we don't become too comfortable. Because Sushant Prabhu, if you become too comfortable, what will say? Krishna के पास जाने की क्या जरूरत है? What's the need to go back to Krishna? I'm fine. My health is fine. My wealth is fine. My family is fine. Everything is going on fine. And there's a nice mountain there. There's a nice river there. There's a nice shopping mall in Sydney downtown. Krishna के पास जाने की क्या जरूरत है? धर्म संस्थापना is good, right? Nandini Mata? So dharma sanstapana. But Krishna does not do dharma sanstapana to make us feel good. Krishna does dharma sanstapana so that we can surrender and go back to him. And why will we surrender unless there's uncomfortable situation? At least for conditioned soul, I can say. For pure souls, no. For conditioned souls. So dharma sanstapana should not be taken as life is very cozy. Is it clear point? Dharma sanstapana, the purpose of dharma sanstapana is people follow their dharma, apara dharma, their dharma in such a way that they can lead to sanatan dharma. They can become pure devotee, perfect devotee, and go back to Godhead. So 4.9 establishes that ultimate purpose. So 4.7 and 8, you can say they gives a purpose, but it's a transitory purpose. But 4.9 gives that ultimate purpose. This is why Krishna comes and does what he does. And once we understand that, this is the ultimate reason. And why is he coming? Prabhupada gave this example of a prime minister coming into a jail. When he comes into a jail, he's not bound by the laws of jail. He's beyond, although he's in the jail, he's not bound by the laws like other prisoners. He can change anything in the jail. He can go out anytime. Other prisoners can't. So when Krishna comes in this prison house of Durga Ji, he is not bound with that. He comes with Atmayaya. So this verse gives that purpose of Krishna and purpose of living entity and says if you understand it, what will happen? You will go back to him. So let's read this verse, extremely important verse, and as Prabhupada said, the most important verse of Bhagavad Gita. And Prabhupada has quoted this verse like extremely, there's a number there I can't remember, but extremely high number of times Prabhupada has quoted this. Okay, who wants to do this? Nandini Mata.
4.9.
Yes, Mataji. You were here last week? I'm not.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Janma karma cha
Just Mataji, translation. You have already done
or
it.
translation. Okay.
Some major points.
One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal Lord, O Arjuna.
So, what do we learn from this verse, Mataji?
It's like one who knows my transcendental nature is like attracted to my and always remembering about my activities, my form, and my appearance, my pastimes. It does not take birth in this material world and goes back to my abode.
Okay, so that's a fact, Mataji. How do we understand that fact? Just a fact, what you said, right? How do I understand Krishna, Janma, and Karma is transcendental? That's what I need to know. So that's a fact, is correct. Once I know that, yes, I will not come back to this material, but how? So there's an important word in this verse, which is an important word. Word. Who can say quickly? We discuss about 3 meanings of that word.
Divyam.
Divya, Kesha Prabhu, thank you. Divya mane? Boli.
It's like transcendental, adbhut, celestial.
Okay, yep. So, Divya means Adbhut, wonderful. We call few things of this material world, which is terrestrial, as Divya. Both Adbhut, very wonderful. Second, Nandini Mata, second layer.
Celestial.
Celestial means, that means Mataji, can you describe?
Celestial. Like awakening.
Anything beyond Bhuloka, you can say celestial, upper planetary systems, huh?
Yeah.
Om Bhurbhuva Swata Savitarvarenyam, huh? That's we call it. So anything above us, you can say Swargloka. No, Swargloka is not one loka, it's multiple layers there. But those are called celestial things. Indra has a celestial weapon, celestial wine, celestial weapon, celestial apsaras, we call it celestial. But celestial is material or spiritual?
Spiritual.
No. Indra is spiritual. Indra's wine is spiritual. Celestial is also material because this is within the material world. You're not gone out. And the third Divya is transcendental. So here, which Divya word we have to take? Ram Santosh Prabhu.
Would you take?
So what's the meaning of word Divya in this particular context in 4.9? That's the question.
Would you
Transcendental, celestial, or very wonderful?
Would it be like, sir, I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay. Who else can help me?
Transcendental.
Transcendental. Thank you. So if we understand Krishna as celestial, he's not a celestial being. Indra and other demigods are Krishna is transcendental and his activities are transcendental. Now Krishna's Janma and Karma is saying is Divya, is transcendental. Can anyone give an example of Krishna's Janma is transcendental? Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, it's transcendental.
How do you prove that, Prabhuji?
Like Krishna appear as it is, he come like us, like taking birth from the mother of a womb and taking all the pains, whatever we have to take. So that is why it is transcendental.
Little bit more. That's you have said the similarity between us and Krishna, but I want dissimilarity. That's how he becomes transcendental. He's not one of us. His Janma becomes transcendental. So although he's Aja, but he's taking Janma. Yes, Keshav Prabhuji?
Last week we just discussed, if I remember correctly, Prabhuji, I think Krishna was on Mother Devaki's womb for just 2 months or something, right? That is
Yeah,
one of the.
that's one. More. When he came
Appeared
out, he did not
beforehand.
come out like
And
an ordinary child, isn't
yes,
it?
yes, and there was. I'm just trying to remember the verse how he
Yeah.
appeared actually
So
with
he came,
Shankha Chakra Gada. No, he
Shankh
just
Chakra
appeared.
Gada Padma in the hand. Beautiful
Yes,
child.
yes,
Shukdev Goswami is describing, Vyasdev is describing the beauty of that baby Krishna when he appears. And when we appear, are we beautiful? Anyone remembers? We were ugly. We were just, having the layers of all these things which we don't want to see. Nurse had to give us a bath. We were made with powder and tail and all that beautiful. After some time, we were not beautiful, huh? And every mother thinks the child is beautiful. The neighbor doesn't think like that. Mother will think, oh, my child is the most beautiful. And neighbor think, why this lady is thinking the child is beautiful? There's no beauty there. Anyway, but Krishna when he comes, he's Lord Ram when he comes, Krishna when he comes, so beautiful. Varahadev when he comes, it says, although he's a hog, but he's transcendental hog. He's not a normal hog. Normal hog you don't want to see. But when Krishna comes as Varahadev, Brahmaji is worshipping that Varahadev. He's so attractive, so attractive. Okay, so his Janma. Karma is transcendental. Aditya Prabhu, how do you, can you give an example? Krishna's karma, just one or two. There are hundreds of it.
So an example of Krishna's karma being transcendental, it could be any of the acts that he performed as an avatar in this world, while descending. All of those acts would have been transcendental. For example, in his Leela avatar, when Krishna descended, all the leelas that he did were transcendental. The karma that came from them don't have the same effect as our karma. Therefore, they're transcendental.
Examples, Prabhuji, if you can give positive, negative examples a little bit.
So,
Is
example
karma
would be
or
killing of
divya? That's the
Putna.
question.
So the killing of Putna, for example,
Killing of Putana, thank you. Yep.
would be is transcendental because Putna herself, after passing away, she also she got delivered. Even though if we were to kill someone like that, if we were to kill an asura, we would probably incur negative karma from such a thing.
Absolutely. Another famous example, Govardhan Lila, you can say, is karma is divya. Another famous example, people quote as negative, but that's actually a positive. Aditya Prabhu. Rasa Leela, thank you. So Rasa Leela, people quote as negative, generally speaking, non-devotees I'm talking, right? But that is transcendental. Even it's written in Srimad Bhagavatam, towards the end of Rasa Panchadhyayi, if you listen the pastimes of Krishna with gopis, the lust from your heart will go away. It's written by Shukdev Goswami towards the end of Rasa Panchadhyayi. So if you have a right reception to hear these leelas nicely, the lust in your heart will go away. In material world, if you hear a boy and a girl pastime, young age pastime, is the lust go away or lust will come in? Hare Krishna, everyone is so devoted here.
Multiplies.
Multiplies, thank you for being honest. So our lust will multiply, but when we hear the pastimes of Krishna with the gopis, with the right mood, obviously, the lust from your heart will go away. That is the power of Krishna's pastime. Anything Krishna does is transcendental. Why? Because by listening, by watching, like we are watching some Krishna's stories, some dramas, anything to do with Krishna that makes us auspicious and takes us out of the material world, that means that makes us also transcendental. But that effect is not seen when we hear a pastime of a normal girl or a boy or a very big celebrity. You hear pastimes of Shah Rukh Khan, for example. I don't know much about Shah Rukh Khan or Amir Khan, whatever. Will you become transcendental? You'll feel like I'm also another Shah Rukh Khan. Where is my horse? And where is my princess and all that? But yeah, even in real life, it says real life and real life is different. Shah Rukh Khan lives a real life and lives a real life. And we start thinking by seeing the real life, we are also real life. That is very incompatible. But when you hear Krishna's pastimes or his devotees' pastime, you do go beyond the modes of material nature. That proves Krishna's janma and karmas are transcendental divya. Okay? And if we know them tattvataha as they are, then what happens? Tattva deham punarjan. When you leave this body, quit this body, naiti mameti sojana. And also Krishna is giving a clear destination, not that saying, okay, moksha mil jayega, you'll get liberated. No, very clear cut destination is giving. What's the clear cut definition? Mam iti. that person, that soul will come back to me. This is a very, very important verse. That's why Prabhupada called it the most important verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Aditya Prabhuji.
Prabhu, I just have a question.
Yes.
I was wondering, what is the difference between Krishna's karma and Krishna's pastimes then?
Same.
Yeah,
Karma, yeah, we call Krishna's karma as not as karma as a pastime, because the definition of pastime and work for us is work. When you go to work, I'm not sure how much inspired you are. I'm not so inspired to go to work. I still have to go to work. But when Krishna going for Gocharan, for example, it's not a work for him. He's fighting with Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Maya. Please send me with the cows. Yashoda Maya is saying, no, I will not send you. They're having a big argument in their house. Nanda Maharaj is not ready. Yashoda Maya is not ready. Krishna wants to perform that pastime, that leela, that karma, or you can say in simple language. But that's not karma. When he's playing with his friends, that's not a karma. So that's why it's called pastime. But in Sanskrit, we call it karma. Now, karma has multiple meanings. We'll talk about it when we get to those verses. Thank you. Okay, let's go to today's verse 4.10. Okay, who would like to read? So we have to read this. Who has not read? Krishna Vallabha Mata, would you like to read?
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
वीतराग भया क्रोधा मन्मया मामुपाश्रिता भावनो ज्ञान तपसा
Bahavo. This is Bahavo.
बहवो ज्ञान तपसा उता मद्भावम आगतः. Being freed from attachment, fear and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past become purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attain transcendental love for me.
Thank you, Mataji. Now, 4.9. What's the crux of 4.9? Crux of 4.9. Evam yo veti tattvatah. Like many people in India, especially, they will know Krishna, even Muslims and other religions, they know Krishna. But do they know Krishna tattvatah? Can you say that? Even Hindus don't know tattvatah, forget about the other religions. But so people knowing Krishna and people knowing Krishna in tattvatah, there's a huge difference, huge difference. Even as a devotees or aspiring devotees, we are trying to know Krishna in tattvatah. We don't know yet. We know maybe one or two drops here and there, but one who knows Krishna perfectly in Tattva, he will go back to him. That's very clear. But now what stops us to know Krishna Tattva? That's been described in verse 4.10. You understand the correlation between 4.9 and 4.10? 4.9 is a very clear cut, very, very clear. You know me in Tattva, you go back to Godhead. Okay, wow, very nice. What will stop me to pass the exam of, say, Bhakti Shastri? Shashank Prabhu, any reason why we will not be able to pass Bhakti Shastri exam, for example? Not that you will definitely pass. You'll probably top.
If
One of
you
the
don't
reasons.
attend the class.
Not in the class, okay. Laziness.
Not turning on the camera, Prabhu.
Not turning on the camera. That's a good point. Okay, thank you for raising that point. So if you're not turning on the camera, you'll not get the attendance, and because you'll not get the attendance, you'll not get to sit in the exam. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu is happy. He's taking all the attendance. Yeah, on that sideline, please don't approach Yash Prabhu for manual adjustments. It won't work. It's taken by system actually. So yeah, please don't try that way. I heard they all love Yash Prabhu, which I appreciate. Yeah, system is taking it, and we have reports for every single week given by Zoom itself. Anyway, how did I go to that point? Why will not be able to pass the exam? That was my question. Shashank Prabhu said not coming to the class. Yes, basically our laziness. So if we are too lazy, not able to do our assignments, not able to come in the classes, not able to read a number of things, then we'll not be able to pass the exam. So our final exam, Ante Narayane Smriti. What is our final exam? In Anta Samay, when we are leaving the body, we should be able to remember Narayan. So if you're not able to pass that exam, what are the reasons Krishna is giving here? 3 reasons Krishna is giving. Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. So these 3 are extremely important. We all experience these 3 emotions. Let's read one by one and we'll come to it. So Raga, what does Raga mean? Anyone knows what does Raga mean? Okay, who's next on my screen? Anju Bohra Mataji, if you're there. Raga mean? Okay, not sure. Divya Gopika Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Raga means attachment.
Thank you, Mata. What is the What is the attachment which takes you away from Krishna?
Our bodily attachment to the family.
Bodily attachment. Thank you. So all the material attachments you can say bodily and relation to the bodily, right? So our material attachments takes us away from Krishna. Is it clear? Like all of us experience that because we are materially attached to certain things or certain people in a certain way, that takes us away from Krishna. Bhaya. What does bhaya mean? Preeti Mataji.
Fear, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Now I understand there are two people in the room. Fear. What does fear mean, Mataji? If you can describe, maybe you can mute the other Salan Prabhuji.
Sorry, Prabhu, can you repeat?
What does fear mean, Mata? So the translation is good. I want the explanation, Mataji.
So fear means like you are scared of like something like some situation or some kind of problem or anyone.
Okay. Why does fear come?
Why does
Why does fear come? Because of our attachment. Suppose you are carrying $1,000 in your pockets. You are fearful of the thieves, especially in India. You're traveling in trains and buses. Someone will steal it. We don't have $1,000. You don't have fear. At least that type of fear, right? So fear comes from attachment. If you are free from attachment, fear will not be there. Because you are having a BMW, standing outside in a street in some slums of India. Will you be worried, Aditya Prabhu? Some children will come and harm my car. So fear comes from attachment. What else? Amrit Prabhu, fear means. Why does the fear come? Fear comes from illusion. Illusion. If the illusion comes, everyone is attacking you. In the dream, you get illusion, everyone is attacking you. Amrit Prabhu, nahi, nahi, nahi. Don't attack me, don't kill me. And Ayush Prabhu will say, Are yaar, dream tha. No one is attacking you. We all love you. So illusion also creates bhaya, right? So we have to understand what is this bhaya. Because of attachment, we get sometimes realistic, so-called realistic bhayas, and sometimes an illusion also creates bhaya. We'll come to it in a more detail. Krodha. Prema Bhakti Mataji. No, she doesn't have this word in her dictionary. But is still asking Mataji. Krodha. What does Krodha mean? Why does it come? You're on mute, Mataji. Okay.
I say Krodha means Prabhu, like lack of like understanding and love.
Yep, that is very nice definition. Why does this Krodha come, Mata?
When you
Now you
expect,
don't experience that. You can just tell the theory.
when you like you're Prabhu, I don't know.
Okay. Someone else can help. Why does the Krodha come? We all experience that. Some pure devotees don't. Huh?
From desires.
From desires, unfulfilled desire. Unfulfilled desire. आज करेला क्यों बना दिया भिंडी क्यों नहीं बनाया Sometimes Aditya Prabhu will say he's a very nice boy. Unfulfilled desire brings us frustration, which eventually leads to krodha. Now Prabhupada actually gives a much deeper definition. So what I have done so far, just a general understanding of these three terms. Let's see what Prabhupada says in his purport. So I've highlighted few things. So first thing Prabhupada writing about raga, people who are attached to the bodily conception of life are so absorbed in materialism that it's almost impossible for them to understand how the Supreme Lord can be a person, right? So Prabhupada is giving attachment to the bodily conception of life will stop you to go back to Krishna. Is it clear? If you're too much bodily attached, you cannot understand Krishna tattvataha, his janma and karma tattvataha. Second word is bhaya. So Prabhupada writes here, the conception of retaining the personality after liberation from matter frightens them. So this is bhaya. So bhaya is not only on the material platform. Prabhupada is saying, even after moksha, this is what the conception of Mayavadis are or impersonalists are. What will happen after you die, after you leave this body? You will go and merge. Everyone has heard that pastime? You're like a bubble in the ocean, and when the bubble blasts, you just merge. That's what they say. River and ocean merging pastime, they also say Mayavadi. When the river merges into ocean, there is no more river. But we have a different understanding. We say we are not the river. What we are the fish in the river. We are the aquatics in the river. So aquatics from the river, if they go to the ocean, will they get merged, Sushant Prabhu? A fish from a river goes to the ocean. What will happen to the fish?
They
Disappear?
remain.
They will remain. The fish will having a bigger pond to play. She will say, wow, maza aa gaya. I have a bigger place to play around. Now she will have to face bigger machli as well. But the point is, we don't just go and merge. Prabhupada also gave an example in the second chapter. A green bird flying into a green tree. You cannot see the green bird because the tree is green, the bird is green. It does not mean that parrot has disappeared. Parrot is still there, not visible to you anyway. But some people have bhaya. They cannot understand the conception of retaining the personality after liberation from matter frightens them. When they are told that no, you are a person, you will remain a person even after moksha, they'll say, what? What? Because they are too frustrated from the material life. That is the bhaya. And the third one for krodha, Prabhupada says, being embarrassed by so many theories and by contradictions of various type of philosophical speculation, they become disgusted or angry and foolishly conclude that there is no supreme cause, that everything is ultimately void. So not able to understand the absolute truth as it is, because it's too confusing for them. They retain the krodha. So raga, bhaya, krodha, either on the material platform or the definitions given by Prabhupada, that stops us to understand Krishna tattvataha, evam yo veti tattvataha. And because of that, we can't go back to Godhead. So Krishna is saying, if you can eliminate these three things, what are the three things? Raga, bhaya, krodha. Now, raga for Krishna or his devotees is not bad. So don't just make a frozen definition here. Raga here refers to bodily conception of life, materialistic attachments. But the same raga, if it goes to Krishna, that's very nice. So being attached to Prabhupada or devotees or the services or Krishna, deity worship, that is very, very nice. So Vita means freed from. What are the three things we should be freed from? Raga, bhaya, krodha. If you can be free from these three things, so these are from coming negative to zero. And at zero, you have to do something positive. What is the positive you have to do? Verse is saying, Man maya mam upashritaha. You take my shelter. So not just get rid of these three things, you also take my shelter. This is the positive thing. From zero, you are going to positive access. If you do that, vitarag bhaya krodha, manmaya mam pashrita. So from negative to zero, zero to positive, bahavo gyan tapsa. Bahavo means many, many. Bahut sare, in Hindi we call it. Bahut log. Bahavo. Bahvo, Jnana Tapsa, many people with the austerity of knowledge. Now, this knowledge is not Pratikul Gyan of Krishna. This is called Anukul, Bhakti Anukul Gyan. So, this is Bhakti Anukul Gyan and Bhakti Pratikul Gyan. Bhakti Anukul Gyan means we are reading Bhagavad Gita, there's a Gyan there. But this Gyan at least supposed to take us towards Krishna, to make us love Krishna more, to understand Krishna better. So this is called Bhakti Anukul Gyan. This Gyan is not wrong. But the Gyan which makes us feel, I am Parabrahma, I am God, you are God, everyone is God, that Gyan is Bhakti Pratikul Gyan. So here we're talking Bahvo Gyan Tapasa. So many have done this austerity of knowledge, like you're all doing austerity right now, sitting and listening me the boring things which I'm saying. You have to tolerate me for 2 hours every week. You have to show your face as well. Lot of tapasya is there for all of you, but you have to do. Not you don't have to do this, but you are doing for a higher purpose. Hopefully the purpose is higher. So what is a higher purpose? Krishna is saying puta. What does puta mean? Rajesh Chaudhary Prabhuji. Puta. Putra. Everyone knows word putra? And many putras and putris are there. What does putra mean? Where does the word putra come from?
Who can deliver?
From the narak called puta. So there's a narak. There are many narakas. Out of those, 28 narakas are considered the primary narakas, the capital cities of narakas, and there will be some suburbs, regional areas as well. So there are metropolitan cities where the danda arrangement is very nice. Anyway, so puta refers to purification. So putra is tra. Tra means tran. Manastrayate iti mantra. What's the definition of word mantra? Manastrayate, one who delivers the mind, that's called mantra. So Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is supposed to deliver us from our mind, contaminated mind. That's called mantra. So putra. So one who delivers from the puta narak. So to your father, to your mother, you, putra or putri, both are supposed to deliver. How do you deliver? By becoming a devotee. if you become devotee, your father or mother maybe, or ancestors in that sense, if they're not in a nicely bodily situation, they will get the benefit. They will get the benefit. So puta means refers to purification. So if you do these two lines, what will happen? Puta, you will get purified. And what is the result of purification? Not moksha, ab aaram se rahenge. Sydney, there were so many problems. India, there were so many problems. I came to Sydney so that there will be no problems. But Sydney, there's more problems. Okay, let's go to America. There will be more problems. Let's go to Switzerland, more problems. Let's go to Sargloka, more problems. Indra is envious. Other demigods are envious. Why Amrit Prabhu has a vehicle which has 7 doors? My vehicle only has 2 doors. It's written in Bhagavatam actually. They're envious of each other on one point. One point is given is one vehicle is bigger than another's vehicle. So Amrit Prabhu has a Vimana which has 7 story. Ayush Prabhu may have 17-story Viman. So someone will get envy of them. Why these two boys? Just joined Krishna consciousness. And now they're living in such a big Viman. So people get envy. So the problem, there's many problems in Sargloka. This is one of them. Anyway, so what is the purpose of puta? Purification. And what's the purpose of purification? Mad bhavam agataha. They will get my bhava. And what does my bhava mean? They'll all attain transcendental love for me. And Prabhupada writes in the purport, I was reading that earlier. So there are 9 steps in the bhakti, adar, shraddha, tadha, sangha. And the last one is bhava. Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. So bhava is the ultimate. So bhava for Krishna, love for Krishna is the ultimate. So when you get purified, what is the definition? What's the standard? What's the barometer of purification? You cannot say, I am so pure because I'm a Brahman. I'm such a big Brahman. No, that's not the barometer. How much love you have for Krishna, that's the barometer of your purification. How much love you have for Krishna, how much attachment you have for material world. Okay, so let's revise this verse again. So Krishna is saying, what will stop you to know me as it is in Tattvataha? 3 things. Raga, Bhaya, and Krodha. So Vita, if you are freed from these 3 things, plus another aspect, not only 3 things, and negative, Man Maya Mam Upashrita, you take complete shelter, Upashritaha. So Ashrita refers to shelter, Upashritaha means complete shelter of Krishna, which is again 1866, you can say. Sarv Dharmanupartyaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Mam Ekam. Only me. You take exclusive shelter of me. So what will happen? You will get purified. And what's the definition of purification? Mad bhava magata. Is there any case history? Arjun is asking. Anyone has done it in the past who has come back to you? Bahavo. Not only one, many has come. Rajesh Prabhu, what is one example you can give? From Bhagavad Gita, which has gone back to Godhead by removing the negatives and inculcating the positive. From Bhagavad Gita, one example. From outside you can give, everyone can give. Rajesh Prabhu. Sorry?
Ambarish Maharaj.
Not from Bhagavad Gita. When I say Bhagavad Gita, he's talking to Arjuna. So Arjun's asking, koi case history hai kya? You're just bluffing. Krishna is saying, no, I'm not bluffing. There's an example. I have given already. Garima Mata. Example. Jana, thank you. Astitaha Janakadayaha. In the previous chapter, 3rd chapter, Krishna himself speaking this word. Janakadayaha. The rishis, Raj rishis like Janak Maharaj and others, they have gone back to Godhead just by following their dharma very properly. So if you do that, you can also mad bhavam, you will also attain love for me. It's a beautiful verse 4.10, which tells us what are our blockages. What are the blockers? If you remove those blockers, we will be sweet. Okay, let's do 411. Very famous verse, an important verse. Who hasn't done as yet? Apeksha Mata. Hare Krishna Mataji.
4.11 Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva vajamyaham mahavartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvasaha. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha.
Thank you, Mataji. So this is another very famous verse, and this sort of tells us Krishna's heart. In the 4th chapter, you can say this is one of the very important verses. So he's saying, Ye yatha mam prapadyante. So what does this mean? Ye yatha, ye refers to the people. Yatha means whatever type. Mam refers to Krishna. Prapadyante. What does prapadyante mean? Anyone remembers? Prapadyante. Any other words in Bhagavad Gita which says prapadyante? Vasudeva Sarmiti. That's 719. 714. Devi Esha Gurmai Mama Maya Dhrutaya Mame Vya Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. So prapadyante word is used multiple times in Bhagavad Gita. Prapadyante means prapadyante, surrender. So one who surrenders me as he surrenders, tams tathaiva bhajamyaham, I reciprocate accordingly. So if you have, say, just an example, 10% surrender to Krishna, Krishna will reveal himself 10%. If you have 100% surrender to Krishna, Krishna will reveal himself 100%. So this first line shows Krishna is a person, because reciprocation is only possible between a personality. Can you reciprocate, Ram Santosh, Prabhuji, with your chair? You love your chairs. You say, my dear chair, I love you. I'll feed you prasadam. I'll take you for a walk. I'll look after you when you get sick. So you also love me when I'm sick. Can you do that, Ram Santosh Prabhuji?
No.
No. Can you do that with Krishna or with a person?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between chair and that person?
One is living and the other isn't.
Yeah. So one who says Krishna is just Brahma, Brahma, Brahma. He has no emotion, no personality. But this verse counteracts their argument, isn't it? Because if Krishna was just Brahma, which means no emotions, no feelings, like I can't have reciprocation with a stone, with my table, with my chair, with my car. I can love my car, but my car is not going to love me back. I can love my car. Yes, that's possible. I can love my laptop. I can love my mobile. I can love a person, but not necessarily the reciprocation will come from that person. So if a reciprocation is coming, Narsingadev, when he appeared, what was his mood? Anyone can say? Deva Gopika Mataji, how was Narsingadev feeling when he appeared? What was his first emotion?
Anger.
Anger. Now is anger a good emotion or a bad emotion? Who can say? Just say in one word. Don't be political here. Anger, good emotion, bad emotion?
Bad emotion.
Bad emotion? Who said that? Okay,
Garima.
Gariva Mata. Thank you, Mataji. That's nice. Priya Mata, anger, good emotion, bad emotion?
It's a bad emotion, yeah.
It's a bad emotion. Okay, Krishna
Yeah.
Vallabha Mata. Jaldi, I just want to
Prabhu,
hear
it depends on why you are
yeah,
angry.
pura devotional answer. Okay, Mata. Tell me.
So it can be good and bad, Prabhu.
Can be good and bad.
So we can, like in this case, Narsimha was angry because his devotee was, was tortured by his own father, so he was trying to protect. So he was angry because he wanted to protect his own devotee. Similarly, we have heard if someone is speaking um, wrong things about, Srila Prabhupada's mission or anything related to Krishna, if we show a bit of an anger, that is actually a positive anger.
Thank you, Mata. So anger is neither bad nor good. It depends the usage of anger. If you're using it for Krishna or his purposes, now generally 99.99% all of us does not have transcendental anger, so don't try. Our anger is 99.99% is a bad one, huh? So try to avoid as best as possible. But when Krishna or his devotees, Hanumanji expressing anger, Arjuna expressing anger, Krishna or Nrsimhadev expressing anger, that's the emotion of love. Why do you get angry? If someone hurts your child, will you not get angry? Or your loved ones, your father, mother, sister, brother, huh? You'll get angry. So it's a good emotion. So Nrsimhadev is angry because he loves. Now a pillar doesn't love, pillar doesn't get angry. Narsingadev or my father, he will get angry because I am in a threatful situation. So Krishna is a person. So anyone who tells you Krishna doesn't have emotion is a Brahma, you can show him this verse. Very, very important. Ye thamam prapadyante tam sathai bhajamiham. So that's the first part of the verse. Let's look at the second part of the verse. Now, there's more to it. I don't know how much to explain. This verse can take up the whole class. Now, look at the words here. Beautiful words given by Krishna Mr. in the first part here. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. That we understand. If you surrender unto me, as you surrender, I reciprocate. Tam sathai, what's the word used? Bhajami aham. Bhajami is very, very. Now, who does the bhajan? We are supposed to do bhajan of Krishna. And here Krishna is saying, Bhajami aham. He is doing bhajan of his devotee. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. This is not just reciprocation. Okay, you, Amrit Prabhu, gave me 1 kilo of mithai. I also give 1 kilo of mithai. That is okay, reciprocation. Sometimes you only want to give 100 grams. The receiving end should be bigger than the giving end. Huh? But here the word Krishna is using is bhajami aham. So Krishna does not just love his devotee, he does bhajan of his devotee. That means he loves his devotee so much. Krishna says in Bhagavatam, as you know, eyelids protect the eyes, I protect my devotees. जैसे आंखों की पलकें आंखों की रक्षा करती हैं, वैसे मैं अपने भक्तों की रक्षा करता हूँ. Krishna is known as Bhakt Vatsala. Why the word Vatsala is used? As a cow loves his Vatsa. Vatsa means bachda. Huh? A baby cow, you can say. Huh? A baby which is just born of the cow can give her life to protect the baby. Huh? A mother will give life, or a father will give life to protect the baby. The love between Krishna and devotee is so much. Krishna is saying, I do bhajan. When Krishna is telling gopis after all the Ras Leela is saying, although I said in Bhagavad Gita, ye tha mam prapadnante tam satai bhajam. If you surrender to me, I reciprocate accordingly. But I myself failed to follow my own promise. This is the only place Krishna failed. Although he's Satya Sankalpa, whatever he thinks that happens, he's Satya, whatever he speaks. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagat pranita. Whatever Krishna says, that's dharma. Dharma is to be truth. But here Krishna is saying, my dear gopis, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I cannot reciprocate with your love. Huh? So Krishna is not just a reciprocal, like a judge is also reciprocal. Huh? If you do good activities, judge may reward you. If you do bad activities, judge may punish you. But Krishna is just not a judge. He is a person who's just hankering to love you. It says when we want to go back to Krishna, we have to sweat a lot. Huh? We have to work hard. We get up for Mangala Aarti, get up early in the morning. Some devotees take cold baths, 16 rounds, 64 rounds, so many services, going against their internal emotions sometimes just to harmonize themselves in Krishna's instruction or Guru's instruction. We have to do so much hard work. But it says in Shastra, Krishna does more hard work for a jiva to bring him back to Godhead. So we think we are doing a lot of hard work, but actually it's Krishna working harder to bring us back to Godhead. Why? Because a father loves kid more or a kid loves father more? Be honest. Giriraj Prabhu. Sorry, I'm not picking on anyone. I'm just asking. Huh?
Father.
Isn't it? It happens. When the kid grows old, he will say, Mama, I love you, and Mama will say, Kaun hai? Kahan rehti hai? All those things will happen. But Mama's or Papa's love is exactly same. He's my kid. Huh? He may be 40, 60. बच्चा है मेरा. अरे बच्चा नहीं है, बाप हो गया है वो. He's 60-year-old. Mama, छोटा बच्चा है मेरा. He doesn't understand anything. Papa, Mama always thinks like, but bacha think I'm the king now. I'm the king. So it's always happens. It's Vatsalya Bhav, is always there. But Vatsalya Bhav you have towards your kid, and then kid will have his own life. And say, Papa, phone to karta hu na main. Every week I call you. Every week. There's so much love I reciprocate. But Krishna is saying, Bhajami aham, Bhajami aham. Krishna is our father and he loves us a lot more than what we love him or what we can love him. So this word is very, very important. That shows the heart of Krishna. So please don't forget this word, Bhajami aham. Sometimes we overlook this word. Okay, let's come to the second line. Mam vartamanu vartante manusya partha sarvasa. Now this line, Vaishnavas and Mayavads have fought wars against each other on this particular line. This is a very sort of dangerous line, but if you understand from a proper perspective, it's a very clear line. But sometimes people misinterpret this line and give a very, very different translation. So I'll give the wrong translation first, and then I'll give the right translation. As per the wrong translation, Mayavad translation, they translate, okay, I'll break the words first, and then I'll come to the translation. Mam Vartama. Vartama refers to path. Rasta, marg. Huh? Mam Vartama, my path. Anuvartante. Anuvartante means following. Manusya refers to humans, all of the humans. Partha refers to Arjuna. Sarvasha means all. So the wrong translation says, all path leads to me, Mam. They say, Sarvasha goes to Vartama. So Sarvasha, if you put before Vartama, before path, So everyone comes to me. So we both aligned with that mama word, no problem with that. But sarvashtaha, they place it before vartama. So sarvashtaha vartama, all paths leads to Krishna. So basically, Mayavadis translate this line as all paths lead to Krishna. Basically, what they are saying, whomever you worship, however you worship, it will end up to Krishna. Does it make any sense? Forget the philosophy, does this line make any sense? No matter what you do, you will end up to Krishna Loka. Then why Krishna has to speak with Arjuna, isn't it? Arjuna has a question. Krishna is trying to respond to that question. Arjuna has a problem, confusion in his mind. Krishna is trying to clarify. So Krishna is giving different options to Arjuna. If everything is going to lead to Krishna, then there's no need of Bhagavad Gita. There's no need for you and me to speak, isn't it? So it doesn't make any sense that if you do anything, Krishna specifically says in 925, Yanti Devrata Devan Pitra Yanti Pitrata. If you worship Devas, you go to Devaloka. If you worship Pitras, you go to Pitraloka. If you worship Bhutas, Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja, you go to Bhutaloka. There's a Bhutaloka as well. Huh? So if you worship Bhutas, you go to Bhutaloka. Yanti Madhijanopimam. If you worship me, you come back to me. So Krishna himself in the same Bhagavad Gita, just after 5 chapters, is going 4 different destinations for 4 different types of people. Why would Krishna say here, whatever you do, whatever path you follow, you'll come back to me? That doesn't make sense. So our Acharya has explained, Sarvashaha refers to Manushyaha. So Sarvasha goes before Manushya. So all Manushya, Sarvasha Manushya are following Mam Vartama. Anuvartante refers to following, Mama refers to me, Vartma refers to path. All Manushya, all the Jivas are following my path. That makes sense. Even a drunkard, a druggist, a person who does not believe in God, atheist, they all follow the path of Krishna. Because it says, what is the definition of atheist? Anyone knows the definition of atheist? Salan Prabhu, what's the definition of atheist? Simple definition, very simple, no philosophy.
Who doesn't believe in God.
So even to define the word atheist, you have to use the word God. So God exists even in the definition of atheist. So God has to exist, isn't it? Because you can't define the word atheist without saying God. Even when the car accident happens, they're going down the hill, brake fails. Oh my God! They start saying, oh my God. Everyone says, oh my God, oh my God. Huh? So even to define atheist, you need the help of word God. God has to exist. Huh? God has to exist everywhere. So God's path everyone is following. That means even a drunkard is following the path. Because Prabhupada said actually once in one of his classes, he said, even when you're drinking alcohol, no, I'm not recommending you all that, but this is what Prabhupada said, so I'm just conveying a message here. Even if you're drinking alcohol, you should think the taste of alcohol is Krishna. That comes in the 7.7, Rasaham Apsukonte Prabhavchin Shuryo. So, sorry, 7.8. So, if you cannot remember Krishna in a positive way, in negative things also you can remember Krishna. The Shakti to experience the taste of alcohol is also given by Krishna. If Krishna does not give alcohol, Krishna does not give you the taste for alcohol, you will not be able to enjoy alcohol, isn't it? You enjoy a match, you have some buddhi to do some nonsense, for example. But that buddhi is also, buddhi tamasmi. That buddhi is coming from Krishna. Krishna could made you buddhihin. Krishna could made you a retarded child, for example, right? So anything you do, positive or negative, is actually given by Krishna. You have to accept, isn't it? Even if you're taking alcohol, alcohol is given by Krishna. The taste of alcohol given by Krishna. The capacity for you to go to the shop and buy alcohol, money, everything given by Krishna. But the point is, not all paths lead towards Krishna. Everyone is following the path of Krishna, but not all path leads towards Krishna. So if you are doing negative activities, you are going actually against Krishna. But you're doing positive activities, you are going towards Krishna. So the recommendation is you do those activities which takes you towards Krishna, not away from Krishna. Does it make sense? So although everyone is following the path of Krishna, but within that path, suppose you're in Chatswood, I live in Chatswood, it's a simple example. You're in Chatswood and you want to go towards Temple, which is in North Sydney. So, Giriraj Prabhu, if I'm going towards Hornsby, will I reach to North Sydney? Yeah, I'm going in opposite direction. But Prabhu, I'm in a Pacific Highway. Yes, you're in the Pacific Highway, but in the north direction. But you should be following south direction, isn't it? So although you're on the Pacific Highway, which goes till Hornsby from say temple, but I have to go towards the temple, not against the temple, if I want to reach to the temple. Does this make sense? So although we are all on the path of Krishna, which is Vartama, but all the Manushas are not going towards Krishna. Okay, so let's revise this verse. Yathamam prapadyante, as you surrender to the Lord, Lord is saying, Tam sathai bhajamiham, I reward accordingly. And the deeper meaning is, He's not only just rewarding you, He is doing bhajan of you. He's hankering to love you. He's more desperate to see you in Golok Vrindavan than we are. Are we desperate? Anyone desperate here? I'm not. Amrit Prabhu, Ayush Prabhu, they are all desperate. I understand. They are living in ashram, very serious bhaktas, and anyone else. Please forgive me if you live in ashram. Even in grahasthas, you can be desperate. But generally speaking, in the material world, you're not desperate. Just tick mark kar rahe, sadhana card. Amrit Prabhu, you fill out the sadhana card every day? Send to Ghanshyam Prabhu. You are serious, but I just fill up for the sake of filling it up. Ho gaya bas. We are not desperate. Krishna is actually desperate. That's why He's making so many arrangements for us so that we can turn back to Him. But He's not forcing us. And He's saying, while in that process, every Manushya, all the Sarvasah Manushya is following His Vartama. Some Manushas, some humans, some Bhutas are going towards Him, some Bhutas are not going towards Him. So He's saying, I reward accordingly. If you're not going towards me, I'll not force you to come towards me. That's what the relation between first part and second part is. Okay, let's go to 4 point.
Prabhu, I had a question.
Yes, please, Amrit Prabhuji.
Prabhu, regarding this, all paths do not lead to Krishna.
Yeah.
So the impersonalists who worship the impersonal Brahma, that is also Krishna's effulgence only.
Yes.
So will they get a chance to go to Krishna after many, many births or something?
They will
like
get
that?
chance, yes, Prabhuji. So in 12.5, you will see Krishna Himself is saying, yes, if they are successfully doing what they are doing, they will eventually.
So isn't it like in a way that their path is also leading them to Krishna,
But
but
not all
very
paths. Their path, yes, but not all paths. That's the problem. So they're saying you can do bhajan of Ganesh ji, Hanuman ji, Indradev, whatever you like. जो भी अभीष्ट देव है आपका, whatever way you like. प्याज लहसुन सब ठीक है, अंडा ठीक है, no problem, मच्छी ठीक है, all good, you know, whatever, बस भजन ध्यान करना है, just do meditation. That's wrong. So we're not saying the perfection is in even meditation. They will go. Yes, they will go, Prabhu. They will go eventually. But the point which we are trying to make, not all paths, like after the class, I think Prabhupada gave this example, you are going to go to their home, to your home, right? So you cannot say any train you will take and that train will take you towards home. And Prabhupada gave example of Calcutta and Mumbai. You take a train of Calcutta, that will take you to the Calcutta. If you take a train to Mumbai, that will take you to Mumbai. So we are not saying Calcutta train will not take you to Calcutta. We are saying not every train will go to the Calcutta. Calcutta train, yes. Isn't it? So there's a specific marga. If you follow whatever marga you have, karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, whatever. If you follow that, you'll get success. No doubt in that. But there is a particular way. There's set of rules. You are applying for PR here. There's a set of rules. You have to satisfy them. You cannot say, "Hare Prabhu, kuch bhi chalega." My dear case officer, kuch bhi chalega. Whatever. It's all right. You, me, all one. Australia, India, all one. They will say, you, Hind Mahasagar, all one. Get out. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank
A
you, Prabhu.
specific path versus all paths. They cannot be same. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Nice question. 4.12. Who hasn't read it? Sulekha Mata. Sorry, I'm going backwards now.
काङ्क्षन्ता कर्मणा सिद्धं यजन्ता इह देवता क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. Men in this world desire success in fruitive activities, and therefore they worship the demigods. Quickly, of course, men get result from fruitive work in this world.
Thank you. I'll just open 4.11. Let's see the connection. So what's the gist of 4.11? If I have to ask you, Prasun Prabhu, Hare Krishna, just like a one-liner in 4.11.
As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, so son of path.
Okay, so that's a translation of the words, Prabhu. The gist in your own words, if you want to say one line, just in your words.
the Sri Krishna is saying that if you surrender unto me, that he will clear all his sins, and so is the
I'll
word.
reciprocate, basically. Huh? If you surrender to Krishna, Krishna will reciprocate. There's no doubt in that. Krishna will reciprocate. Now the question is, if you surrender to Krishna, and suppose you keep on going, and you'll reach to 4.9, right? Eventually you'll understand, right? So you'll understand, you'll go back to Godhead. And then we explained in 4.10, what are the 3 points which stop a jiva to go back to Godhead? Kesha Prabhu, quickly, in Sanskrit.
Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha.
Vita, Raga, Bhaya, so Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. So these are the 3 obstacles. Now we are saying, okay, now we understand the whole theory, but what stops us to go in the path of Krishna, towards Krishna? 4.12 is the answer. So you're saying, okay, even if you surrender 10%, Krishna will reciprocate, but why people are not surrendering to Krishna? So Krishna himself respond, why people are not surrendering to me? He is saying, Kangshantah karmanam siddhim. Kangshanta, Kangsha, desire. Everyone knows Kangsha? Huh? Akanksha or Kangsha, they're same thing. Desires. People have so many desires. Anyone desireless here? Even while sitting, you will have hundreds. I have hundreds of desire. So, Kangshanta, desires. Okay, having desires is wrong. Tunga Vidya Mataji, having desires is wrong. I can see Narsingadev. He will not reciprocate to my question, I guess. Mataji will. Hare Krishna Mata. Having desires is wrong. That's my question.
Desires, if it's related to Krishna, it's not.
Hari bol, they're all devotees. Desires related to Krishna or the services, they're very auspicious actually. Huh? So here we are talking about material desire. So yeah, you have to take these words accordingly. So Kangshanta Karmanam Siddhim. Jivas have desire and they want Karmanam Siddhim. Karmanam refers to activity, Siddhi refers to perfection. Perfection means if you want to pass an exam, for example, Giriraj Prabhu is doing a PhD. What's the desire you will have? No, you're not doing, but suppose you are doing a PhD. What's the first desire you will have as soon as you enter?
Job.
See, when
Job.
yeah, pass the exam and get the job. See, most of us, I'm not sure about all of you, most of us do the studies to get a job. We don't study to study. Garima Mata is a serious student. She's studying for study purpose. When I studied my MTech and all that, I came from India for doing MTech. The first day I was thinking how to get the PR. Did I study for the sake of study? Not really. I study for the sake of what I will get out of this. So Jivas, this is called Siddhi. So what's the Siddhi or PhD or MTech or whatever? Giriraj Prabhu and Garva Mata. What's the Siddhi here? PR, job. That's what we want. And whatever way that happens, we'll do that. So he's saying Karmanam Siddhi, whatever karma they do, whatever effort they do, they want Siddhi in that, isn't it? Does anyone perform an activity to fail? Rajesh Prabhu, do you perform any activity? Aaj fail hona hai. So you do a task to fail. You cook a sabji to fail. Aaj jala diya. Your mother will not be very happy. Kaisi banai ye sabji? You make a roti which is completely burnt. Will people be happy in your house? Krishna will not be pleased. Your family members will not be pleased. So we do for karmana for siddhi. Is it clear? Siddhi. Siddhi means perfection. Perfection is pass. We do an activity to pass. You open, I don't know, you buy investment property. For what purpose, Giriraj Prabhu? What's the purpose of buying investment property? Money.
Make money, more money.
Paisa banana hai. You buy it for 500,000, you sell it for a million, for example, right? The purpose, that is called siddhi. So every karma is related to what siddhi. In our mind, we are already thinking about siddhi. आज खीर कैसे बनेगी, आज खाना कैसे बनेगा, आज बोनस कैसे मिलेगा, whatever, siddhi. That's called karma siddhi. So people have kangsha, people have desire, and they want the siddhi, they want the fruits of their karma. Yajant ihi devta, they go to devtas. Why do they go to devatas? Why not Krishna? Ira Mataji, why people go to devata, not to Krishna? They have desires, they can go to Krishna, they can go to devatas, but they go to devata. Krishna is saying, Yajant iha devata. Iha, these sort of people, Yajanta, worship devata. Why?
Because they are assigned to deliver our Mahत्वाकांक्षas. They are, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They are the controller of doing, like they are the controller of providing the material which we are asking.
Yep. No, Krishna can also provide. My question is, why not Krishna? Why demigods? That's my question. So Krishna can provide. That's not a problem. Like everyone agrees with that. But why someone goes to Krishna, go to demigod rather than going to Krishna? Yes, Miramata.
So that it's fulfilled more faster, because
Thank you.
path to Krishna consciousness is more longer and it takes time.
Thank you, Mata. Very nice. So, Shipram Himanuse Loke. The word given here is Shipra. Shipra means quick, quick noodles, huh? Quick pakoda, quick momos, 3 years old, frozen. Quick frozen chapati, huh? Everything quick, quick, quick mobile, huh? And it says quick marriage, quick divorce. Everything in the real world is quick, and quick death. Everything is quick, huh? Because we are very impatient, huh? But path of Krishna consciousness. Another reason. So one is quick. Another reason. Supriya Mata, why people go to demigods, not to Krishna? I want to hear the second reason. One is quick, yes. Another reason. It's coming from Shastra. I'm not talking anything outside. What's the second reason? Quick is one reason. Krishna will take time. Demigods will be quicker.
No, second reason is...
Okay, let Supriya Mataji say if she was saying something.
For enjoyment.
Yeah, that's the root. That's a kanksha. That's there. That's kankshata is there. That's the root of it. Okay. Aish Prabhu, you were saying something.
Yeah, because when you worship demigods, they're obliged to give. Like Brahma was obliged to give Hiranyakashipu.
Absolutely.
Whereas worship to Lord Vishnu, he'll only give if he thinks that it's good for you. He'll give you what you need, not what you want.
Haribol. So the problem in going to Lord Vishnu or Hari or Krishna is he may change my mind. Dhruv Maharaj went to fulfill his desire. What happened? Huh? He said, Krishna, after having your darshan, I have no desire. And he says, I was looking for broken pieces of glasses, and now after having your darshan, I have no desire to get any kingdom or anything material. And actually, he was cursing himself. Why did I ask? Why did I even have that desire? This material desire. So Dhruv Maharaj was not happy after seeing Krishna about his own desires. So the problem is Krishna will purify your desires. So you will not be able to enjoy anymore. I'll give you one simple example. All of you devotees, not that you watch movies, but if you watch movies, in the mind it will come, time kharab. I could have chanted, I could have done my assignment, I could have done this and that. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, you enjoyed the movies. Now when you're trying to enjoy, you cannot completely enjoy because somewhere in your heart, in your mind is there, I should be better utilizing my time. Isn't it? It happens? Or it's only me? No one is all pure devotees. They never waste even a second. Huh? I feel when I'm not utilizing my time properly, I could have utilized my time properly. Huh? I could have done this, I could have done that. That's more conducive for my devotion life. So this is the problem. And not devotees, non-devotees, they don't want to change their desires because when you go to Krishna, the desires may be changed and Krishna will take longer, which non-devotees don't want. So verse is saying, Kankshanta karmanam. So they have a lot of desire and to do siddhi, to do perfection, to get the phala of that, yajanti devta, they go to devtas because as Aishwara was saying, they are obliged, they are government servant. If you do, n number of austerity, they have to respond accordingly. Brahma didn't want to give what he gave to Hiranyakashipu, but he had to give because he's authorized for that post. But Krishna is not like that. It says Krishna is like a mother and demigods are like shopkeeper. If you take $20 to a shopkeeper and you say, Shashank Prabhu, give me a packet of cigarette. No, you don't go there. I'm just saying. What shopkeeper will do? Here's $20. Give me a packet of cigarette. I don't know how much it cost, but I think something like $20. Shashank Prabhu, what will he give?
He will ask if you're under 18 or not, but he'll basically give you.
Okay, suppose you look more than 18.
He will give it to
Anyway,
him.
so granted you are 18 plus, for example. Now you take $20. I go to your mother Amrit Prabhu and say, give me a packet of cigarette. What will he get?
Chata.
Chata, thank you. So your mother is Krishna and the shopkeeper is Devta. You understand? Huh? You gave $20 to a shopkeeper. He doesn't care. You die. They don't care. They got their money. But a mother cares. She will give you a chata, a lafa, or whatever in English you want to call. Huh? So Yajanti Devta. So Shipram Himanuse Loke Siddhir Bhautikam. The desires born out of the karma, one of their desires, they want quick results. That's why they go to demigods. Okay. Now, Kesha Prabhu, you had a question?
Actually, yes, but it's almost answered as well, Prabhu. I was just
Okay. Thank
actually
you.
regarding the desire, I mean, the desire, actually, we were saying desire, having desire is good or bad.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it is, we all kind of, discuss and agree
Yeah.
that yes, any desire that takes us to Krishna consciousness is a good desire. But I was just exactly thinking about Dhruva Maharaj. He never had a desire on the Krishna consciousness path. He wanted something. But again, we discuss even when he found Vishnu, that desire was eliminated, but that's
Yeah, so desire got purified. So initially, we can all have desires. That's not a problem, but we have to, many times, some desires, we have to take it out. Example is given, if you buy say apple from a market, right? So some part of apple may be very, very bad. So Ira Mataji, what she will do, she will cut that part out. Some part may be dirty, Ira Mataji will wash it. And some part is very nice. So our desires can also be categorized in three ways, Aditya Prabhu. Some desires you have to throw it out of the way, like 4 regs, right? No meat eating, no illicit sex and all that, right? 4 desires, throw it out, out of the window. You have to cut that part of apple. You cannot offer to Krishna. Some desires you can dovetail. You like earning money, you can earn money. That's not a problem. You like popularity, you can have popularity for Krishna. Using the money and the resources you have attained in material life for Krishna Seva. Is it good? Yeah. So those desire all the material, but they are washed, they are dovetailed. And the third is pure Krishna conscious desires. Good part of apple. So this apple example you can remember. Some part has to be cut and thrown out. Some parts can be washed and used. And some parts are very nice, which we offer to Krishna. You lovingly offering, doing pranam to Krishna even. That's very nice. Some can be pure desires, some can be purified, some desires has to be thrown out. No jiva hinsa, for example. That has to be thrown out of the window. We cannot say, okay, sometimes I'll take meat. You can't do that. Okay, in the initial stages, okay, but you have to sort of stop it at one point. No jiva hinsa. Okay. Now let's go to 13. Now, let's read 13. We'll see the connection between 12 and 13. So 13, who wants to read? Who hasn't read as yet today? So who's the last one? Sonita Mataji. If you are there, if you could read. Okay, not sure. Anju Mata.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So we can't hear you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
According to three modes of material nature and the works, the 4 difference of human society are created by me. And although I am the creator of this system, you should know that I am yet the non-doer, being unchangeable.
Mataji would like to read the verse as well? Maybe we have read it,
Yeah.
but I could not hear Mataji.
Chaturvarnyam mayashristam guna karma vivagasa tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam.
Thank you, Mata. This is Chatur. So the A having this extra line on the top is Chatur, not Chatur. Chatur is clever. This is Chatur. Chatur means Char, 4. Okay, so let's see the connection between 4.12 and 4. What is the gist of 4.12? Who can say quickly? 4.12. People have desires, isn't it? And they want quick results. Sushant Prabhu, does that make sense? It does not apply on you, but it applies on me. I have lots of desire. I want quick result. Generally, that's a tendency of people. They have lots of desires and they want quick result, material desires. That's taken. Now, 413 tells you how Krishna is saying that, not me, how I have created a system by which you can purify your material desires. Does it make sense? So 4.12 gives you the problem and gives you a temporary solution. People go to demigods. 4.13, Krishna is saying, actually, I have created a system, a whole system by which you can purify your desire. Let's read what that system is. Anyone knows the name of that system which Krishna has created? We have many, many systems, credit card system, banking system, this system, that system. Amrit Prabhu, what system Krishna has created? The purpose of the system is purify our material desires.
Yes, Varnashrama system.
Thank you. Varna Ashram. What does Varna Ashram mean? Amrit Prabhu.
Varna means, ashram means the occupation that we do. Like we are the grihastha or brahmachari.
That's
Or
within the occupation or no, something else.
no, Varna is the occupation.
Yeah.
And Ashram is the place that we stay in, like they're allocated.
Okay,
I don't know
brahmacharya.
the word for it.
Okay, no problem. So Varna is four types of Varna. I'll come to it in a second. Varna is four types of Varna. Everyone knows that: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. And Ashrama is like Brahmachari Ashram, Grihastha Ashram, Vanaprasthi Ashram, and Sannyas Ashram. Now, Brahman, I'll define it in a second, what these two things are and how they are related and how they are relevant to all of us. Okay, so Brahman, just visualize this chart. I don't have a chart. Actually, I should have made the chart. So if you have four Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and you have four ashramas. So Brahman, how many ashramas it will go through? Giriraj Prabhu. How many ashramas Brahman is allowed to accept? Brahmachari ashram, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Prabhuji, actually,
All four. So only Brahman accepts all four ashramas. So Brahman goes to Brahmachari ashram, Brahman goes to Grihastha. Not he don't have to, but from Brahmachari he can become a sannyas as well, or Vanaprastha, whatever. Generally he will go Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and sannyas. Kshatriyas are allowed only for three ashramas. They'll go Brahmachari. Is it right or wrong? We read Drupad and Dronacharya were in the same academy. Sudama and Krishna. Sudama is a Brahman, Krishna is a Kshatriya in the same academy in Ujjain, right? So there are many examples. Kshatriya goes to Brahmachari ashram. Kshatriyas are Grihasthas, yes or no? Of course. Most of them, except Bhishma Pitama, for example, right? Kshatriya is also allowed to take Vanaprastha. We read the example of Prithu Maharaj when he took Vanaprastha with Archi Devi. But they are not allowed to take sannyas. Vaishyas, how many ashrams they will take? Aish Prabhu?
Two.
Two ashrams. What are the ashrams for Vaishyas?
Grihastha and Vanaprastha.
What about Brahmachari?
Sorry, Grihastha and Brahmachari.
Grihastha and Brahmachari. And from Grihastha they retire. They retire from the world. They keep earning money and all those things. Vaishya. Shudras, how many ashramas they are allowed to take? Krishna Vallabha Mata.
Probably Prabhu, two.
Two Shudras? कौन से Mata? Please tell me.
एक Prabhu Grihastha
Grihastha, definitely.
and one
Oh,
ashram.
Shudra Sambhava. Only one ashrama, Mata. Only one ashrama. So Shudras will only take one ashrama. No Brahmachari, no Vanaprastha, definitely no sannyas, only Grihastha. So they are just there to assist. So Brahmans is known as intellectual class, as we all know. It says in Western world, this caste system doesn't. Actually, this caste system is a very nice system. Now it's been misinterpreted and misrepresented, misused. That's a different story. But caste system is existing in every society. Name can be different. There's an intellectual class everywhere. There's a researchers, there are teachers. So Brahman does that job. Patan, Patan, Yajan, Yajan, Dana, Pratigraha. So Brahman nature is to do that intellectual task. And then there's an administrative class. So every country you will go and see, they have some leaders, isn't it? There are some MLAs, there are MPs, whatever they call it in their logo, like prime minister, president, this and their administrators are there. And there are some Vaishyas, people who earn money. You go to China, people have so many udyog, so many industries, because they are earning money. Nothing wrong with that if you earn from the dharmic way. And they are Shudra. Shudra means one who will assist the other classes. This classification exists everywhere, even in this class. Sorry to say, some are front benchers. They come on time. They respond to questions. They participate. They're like Brahmins, and some are Kshatriyas. When it comes to ego, they will say something, right or wrong, doesn't matter. And there's some Vaishyas just thinking around, कैसे assignment करना है, समोसा खिलाएंगे, डोसा खिलाएंगे. Prabhu, you come to my house. I'll offer you a nice feast. And then they will say, actually, it has happened in Bhakti Sastri Batch. I'm not kidding. It has happened. And this devotee shared the assignment. When I saw both assignments same, I said, what the hell is this? What is this happening? I said, I'm going to give 0 marks to both of you. And then I found out the truth. There are some Vaishyas there and there are some Shudras. बस कैसे भी एग्जाम पास करना है. They will say, don't tell me about the chapter. Prabhu, tell me which question. Just question दे दो. Question paper निकाल लेंगे. So, backbenchers. You remember in our classes, I'm not sure in the modern class, in our classes, some backbenchers were there. They'll just go sleep and then teacher will come and chastise them. They will never get reformed. Anyway, so this Chatur Varnam exists everywhere. Now, as Amrit Prabhu was struggling with the word, so Varna and Ashrama, these two things are there. So Varna actually refers to our character. You can, in one classification, we can say. And Ashrama, you can say, refers to our competence. So Varna and Ashram both are important. This is one meaning. I'll come to another meanings as well. So example is given of a doctor. Doctor has to be competent, isn't it? And has to have a character. Competency means he is able to successfully operate you. If you have a problem, your stomach has to be able to, split your stomach and do whatever he needs to do and then put it back. A successful operation done. But if doctor doesn't have a character, what he will do? He will go inside to fix something in your tummy and steal one of your kidneys and sell it in the market for $5,000 or something. Doctors do it or no? Is it? I'm the only one listening these sort of newses. So they have competence, but they don't have character. So what you need to be successful, you have to have competence as well as character. So what Varna does, it helps you to create the character. And what Ashrama does, it helps you to create competence. Nowadays, what is more important in unis and schools? Giriraj Prabhu, what is more important? What is being taught by the world? Character or competence?
Competence.
Only competence, no character.
Yes.
A teacher comes, he smokes and he does all those sort of things. Prabhupada said, he can't be a teacher. He can't be. He smokes a cigarette and he drinks alcohol and he's teaching to student. He has competence, he has knowledge. We are not denying it, but he has no character. Can he develop character in others? We can't. I can't say I.
Workplace also, Prabhuji.
Sorry?
Workplace also. Workplace is like
Yeah.
showing off the competence, not character.
Yes. So it's happening probably everywhere. 99.99% you'll see. And the people who have character is, even if they have less competence, you like them more, isn't it? They're not very skilled how to operate the iPhone, but you don't care. Suppose they are nice devotees. You love them. You love them. How they look and which house they live. You don't care. You just love them for their character. So both are important to run in the society. Not what ashrama does, it provides you facility to lead with your psychophysical nature in the least struggling way. For example, if Amrit Prabhu is a very intellectual person and Ayush Prabhu tell him, you go and raise funds for temple. I don't know who is who. Just giving one example. Will Amrit Prabhu be happy with that? He can do seva for some time, raising funds, but he can't do for unlimited number of time because he loves cramming verses. Do you, Prabhu? Not sure. And you both are very good in cramming verses. You both know whole Bhagavad Gita already. Just for your
No,
knowledge.
Prabhu. Ayush Prabhu knows all the verses. I don't know exactly.
You're too humble. Ayush Prabhu also.
He's too humble, bro. That's
Yeah,
true.
see, they are devotees. Anyway, this morning, just for your knowledge, Amrit Prabhu was looking for a Bhagavatam class speaker. He could not find. People asked him to speak. He gave on the spot, fantastic class. This morning has happened. Because the person who was supposedly to give class, he wasn't there. And he was looking for a speaker. And people said, Arey, Bhai Sahab. So that shows his character and competence for Krishna Seva. Very, very nice. Anyway, devotees, Prabhupada said they should be ready in any situation to do any seva as best as possible. So Chatur Varnam, so there are char Varnas and there are four Varnas and four Ashramas. They help you to deal with our psychophysical nature. The goal of life is not to become Brahman, is it? Brahman. The goal of life is to become Brahman, for example. Some people say, but that's not the goal. The goal of life is to take sannyas. Sushant Prabhu, you going to take sannyas? Soon. A danda, nice danda, big danda. You can take it for Krishna's seva is very, very nice. But if you take Krishna out of the picture, is the goal of life to take sannyas? Anyone here? No. The goal of life is not to become Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, or be a Grahastha or Vanaprasthi. The goal of life, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I'm neither a sannyasi, I'm not a Vanaprasthi, I'm not a Grahastha, I'm not a Brahmachari, I'm not a Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra. Who I am? I am the servant of the gopis. So I want to serve the people who are serving gopis. So this is what the definition is. So if you love Krishna, Prem Pumartho Mahan, that is the goal of life. Goal of life is not to be a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra or take sannyas ashram, for example, which can be very, very nice if you are serving Krishna through that particular ashrama. And that can be grahastha as well, that can be brahmachari as well. In either ashrama you can be situated, whichever is your best psychophysical nature is there, and you serve Krishna, that's the best. Now, why Krishna has created this system? Because different people have different psychophysical nature. Different people are conditioned by different things. Brahman is also conditioned, isn't it? By his intellect, and he can become very proud. Is possible or no? Some Brahmins are very, very proud. Some Kshatriyas can be very proud. And some Kshatriyas can be devotee. Huh? Manur Ikshava Kave Abravit. We talk about Surya Vansha, for example. Those Raj Rishis, saintly kings are there. They are very, very devoted kings. Some Brahmins can be very devoted. Some Brahmins like Durvasa Muni. Although they are Brahmin, they are very, very big, but they are not respecting the devotees properly. So the point which I'm trying to make, which Krishna is trying to make through this particular verse, Krishna has created this system so that we can deal with our psychophysical nature. So if you are like a Brahminical attitude, you be situated in that Varna. If you want to be a Grahastha, you be situated in the Grahastha ashram. But the ultimate goal is beyond this. And this is what is called as Devi Varnashram. So Varnashram can also be multiple types. It can be Asurik Varnashram. Asurik Varnashram refers to Jati Dharma. Like if I am Brahman, so my son automatically becomes Brahman because he has taken birth in my family. Huh? That's called Jati Dharma. There are many Gosais in Vrindavan, you would probably know. Just because they are born of their father, they become next Gosai. And they may be having gutka in their mouth, having pan, tamaku, bidi, alcohol, everything is fine. But they are Gosai. Huh? Prabhupada did not recommend that sort of Goswamis. Prabhupada recommended Goswamis means one who can control their go. Go means senses. They are the real Goswamis. So Krishna is making this system. It is a transitory system. It does not in itself is spiritual, but it can be spiritualized. Like Grahasthas can serve Krishna. That is a spiritual Grahasthashram. Otherwise, it's called Graha Medhi. Graha Medhi means was who's centered around the Graha all the time, not bothered about Krishna or any spiritual activities. That's called Graha Medhi. But a Grahastha, a proper person, even living with the children and with the family, with wife, husband, with parents, everyone is nice if they're all dedicating their life for Krishna. So there's Devi Varnashram and there's a Asurik Varnashram. Nowadays in India, it's mostly Asurik Varnashram. And that's why it's called caste system, which is bad. It is bad. Huh? But it's not the caste system which is bad, it was made bad by the people who misinterpreted it, misfollowed it. But if you follow this Varnashram Dharma nicely, what it will do, it will help you by becoming a Brahman, by becoming a Kshatriya or Vaishya. Like Krishna's father, Nanda Maharaj, he's a Vaishya, isn't it? But he's a devotee or no? He's the biggest devotee. Yashoda Maya is the biggest devotee. So they are Vaishya, they are in Grahastha ashram, but they are so eligible. Krishna himself is taking birth in their house. Krishna is appearing in their house. So what do we get from this verse? Krishna has created this very, very nice system because we're all conditioned. And if we can find the best condition for us, whatever the conditioning nature we have, and that also we have to take guidance from our seniors. If we can situate ourselves best, serve Krishna best, we become perfect and go back to Godhead. Now, this is the first part of the verse. Chatur Varne Maya system. So Krishna is saying, I have created Maya system. It's not created by any humans, it's created by Krishna. And that's why it is transcendental. It leads to transcendence eventually. And it is based on guna and karma. So as we are talking about, guna refers to character and karma refers to competence. So many times we have karma, but we have no guna. That's not good. If you have proper guna and proper karma, you can situate yourself properly and that will lead you to Krishna eventually. Tasya kartaram apimam. I have created them. Vidhi akartaram avyam. But vidhi means to know. Avyam. I am unchangeable. I am akarta. So why Krishna is called akarta here? Krishna, although he is creating the whole system, but he is akarta, he is non-doer because he is not involved in it, isn't it? He has made a system for us, for conditioned jivas like us. So that's why we should not look down upon on anyone. Oh, he's a Shudra. No, a Shudra can be a great Vaishnava. So that's not the point. The point is how advanced we are, how much love we have for Krishna. So this system helps us to develop love for Krishna. And although Krishna has created this system, Krishna is not the doer because it is like prison house is made by the government. But is it for the government? Suppose a king has made a prison house. He's made it. But is he a prisoner? No, he is made for the conditioned people, the social disruptors. Okay. It's 9:04. I'll stop here. Supriya Mataji, Meera Mataji, you both have a question. If it's quick one, I'll take. If it's long, we'll do it next week. Supriya Mata, you can go.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, it is related to examination. When will be the examination before school holidays, term holidays, or after that?
Okay, Mataji, I don't know the exact dates, but I will say we are in the fourth chapter around April, Mataji. I don't know the dates of school holidays. I have to look in the calendar, but you will be given 1 month notice. So it's okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
1 month
And
notice will be given before the exam date comes out. But take around
yeah, and
April end or something. Yes, Mata.
okay. And second question is, Prabhu, which type of answer is correct and which type of it is incorrect? You will give 0. What are the conditions? Means I have not started, frankly speaking, I have not
So let's start
started
it, Mata.
assigning assignment, but I just wanted to, because when I start to write, I am still thinking how to start.
So in principle, Mataji, you should be reading Prabhupada purports, and most of the questions in assignment, which is already with you, is from Prabhupada purports. So you study Prabhupada purport and write in your own words. That's my only request to all of you. Do not cut and paste Prabhupada copy. So you take an example from Prabhupada, that's okay, but you cannot just cut and paste from, in this section, for example, you just cut and paste this line and that's your answer. No, I request all of you to please understand that line, what Prabhupada is saying, and write in the footsteps of these writings of Prabhupada. That will be the right answer, Mataji.
So Prabhu, can we take few lines and then
you
in
can
our
quote
words?
it. This is taken from Prabhupada. You can quote it and highlight it and say SP purport 4.9, and then you write your own understanding. That is perfect. No problem with that. You take from Prabhupada purport, but don't give that as the only answer. That's what I'm saying. Write your own understanding of that question. So you can take Prabhupada this line, for example, and you can paste it there and say SP purport 4.13. That's good. No problem with that. And after that, you write your own understanding. How do you understand that question? So it has to be your own original writing, no copy paste from here and there.
So if I take some lines from there, like to refer the
Prabhu, maybe
question,
you can stop
is it
recording.
all
Yes,
right?
Prabhu. We are talking off topic now.